So I'm loving this. I'm fully on board with the big picture vision, and I think like we've thought very similarly about a lot of the same issues, and I'm really loving that. But what I am stuck on now, and what I think if we had an easy answer, we'd be able to create Copiosis already fully, because this is a hard question. Those people who are stuck in the mindset of I need to be better than you, or my value is like, since I have X amount of luxury items, I'm better than you. Status, hierarchy, this really deeply ingrained thing that has been programmed to be like, this is a natural thing, the natural order, right? Like there's a lot of this deep programming. We have language, we're humans, so we're different. How do we adjust for the people that are going to find a way to maintain a hierarchy within Copiosis? What are those people who seek to be higher up on the ladder? What do they look like in Copiosis?
Well, so let me ask you a question in return. How would those people create such a thing? What would be the leverage points that they would have to do that?
The leverage points would be creating a lot of value for a lot of people. So I guess they would just be really just driving to create a ton of value so that they could have a higher status.
Yeah. And it may be entirely driven by greed.
Yeah. Greed value.
It could be. I mean, but
value.
We've been talking about that before, right? Imagine if you logged into Instagram and every time you gave a like it donated something to someone of value, right? Instead of just wasting your day, like every time you use your finger, you're helping someone, right? Like it's like greed is good in this situation, because greed is you exponentially helping people. And maybe so, but that's still a fair point though, right? Like part of this is to help society and to help people align what's right, and it isn't giving that we receive. But if somebody does really good, there's still going to be that internal, is that why you're saying there's a long character arch on this to be able to get it there, and it'll shock the system, and eventually we just understand that this is a better way to do it, and it's a fold in.
Yes. So there's a couple of things, and I'm going to get spiritual for a little while here to drive this point home a bit. So those people, first of all, you said greed is good. Not only is greed good, it's virtuous if looked from a particular point. And if you notice, greed or desire drives innovation. It drives a lot of human behavior, and if channeled in the right direction, can do a lot of good. And so the net benefit calculus, the net benefit concept, where in order for you to succeed in our definition, you just have to do what Jared said. You have to create an enormous amount of benefit. And so as you do that, and you cannot use the leverage that a rich person has, a rich, powerful, greedy person in the distorted view has today to exert that higher status. Like they can't control another person's income. They can't fire people and destroy people's careers. They can't exploit women in a sexual way, because why would the woman need to give up? Why would a woman need to spread their legs to be economically successful in Copiosis? She doesn't need that person's money. She doesn't need that person's opportunity. So there's no real opportunity for a person to leverage the station that they have as a very wealthy MBR holder. So then what kicks in is what I call the inner awareness of the human being that gets triggered as more and more people around them get to where you guys already are about this system. When people start living in a system where all their necessities are provided, they don't have to earn a living, and they're following their passions, something remarkable starts to happen along the lines of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And as more and more people are in that space, more and more people are willing to, how did you say it? What was that phrase you used? You give to get, something like that?
It isn't giving that we receive. Yeah.
Yeah.